1 year, 3.5 months ago. That's how long it was since I had this roof installed. I have a saga on this that I think is finally over, but I'm not here today to talk about the roof. I'm here to talk about these. My gutter guards, I installed these 2 days after the new roof. And you can see I have not touched these. All of 2023, these were never touched. And look at this. Gonna be a little cross shadow here, but completely clean all the way down. I even installed them on my dad's house. These are AM gutter guards. They have held up quite well. They do periodically collect a little stick, but I've found these they'll blow off after a while, or they'll degrade, I guess small enough that stuff goes down in there. And I have, over the past year, filmed countless times. I mean, some heavy rain, some light rains. I've brought out the camera. I can't tell you how many times to film these. Unfortunately, because I film hundreds of videos a month, little short videos, it's hard to find the footage. So if I can find anything, I'll put it in here. But I can tell you the first year, I blew them off regularly, or a few times at least. They were so easy to blow off. I think I mentioned that in a video. And then I decided to just not touch them and see what happened, or what would happen. And I have large trees right around my house. Well, 3 big ones now. My father has 1 billion large trees. And these gutter guards on both houses, again, we did not touch these in 2023. It's now 2024, and look at this. Just so clean. Again, just a periodic random stick. And apparently these blow out over time. And oh look, the roofer left me a treat here. Nice. Over time, all this stuff except maybe this will blow out or degrade enough, again, that it goes down in there. But here's the thing with the, oh, and I also want to mention, in winter, people ask about ice. Will it ice dam and go up under here? Ice did kick up. We had some snow and ice this year. And ice would cake up, but it would be over, and I'll show you. You can see there was nothing behind the shingle. So it did build up, and this was the first thing to melt. I could hear the water dribbling before I could even see it. So it would even melt. That's great. But here's the thing with these gutter guards. I said in my initial video on these that I planned on keeping these for the life of the gutters. I should have put an asterisk there, because it turns out my expectations ramp up when I see a product like LeafFilter, something that literally keeps the gutters not only on top but below. After seeing the performance of LeafFilter on a video I watched where a guy took them apart after 7 years and they were completely clean inside, I started wondering, are my AM gutter guards going to fare as well? Here's the determining factor. I'm going to open these up, and I'm almost middle ways down the house, not quite, but I've got a screwdriver here that I think, yep, will fit these. So I'm just going to open this up and let's look down in. These have not been opened up since I put them on 1 year and 3.5 months ago. Just so you know, there's no trickery. I will do this, well, you know, live-ish, meaning filming it all at one time. Get these screws out, and these are not required, these little middle screws. I just put them in because I wanted to secure that so there wouldn't, see how that little gap is there? It presses in when there's the extra screw. And what I did was I used 1/2 inch for the main line here, and then this little 3/8 inch for the other. And I probably shouldn't have put that nail there. Let's see, what else do I have? I have 2 screws down here, so let me go up. One wrong. And dangerously lean over. Doing this with one hand, so just bear with me here. And naturally, I got the one that wants to stick in the screwdriver, so I have, let's see, just this one. Okay. All right. See, I'm just going to toss this stick. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave that stick there. Let's leave it right there along with that one and see what happens there. But just so I don't dump anything, there's a couple of leaves A couple of little spots. So let's just lift up now. And these go under, so I'm going to have to lift from this side. See if we can view. You know, there's some muck in there. I've had a lot of rain, but there is some muck, but not bad. Let's see if I can pull this out. Okay, there we go. Got it pulled out. Okay, so there is definitely, I would say, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch roughly. That may be the deepest part of muck. It's still wet because this is the first day without rain in a long time, and it kind of goes, looks like it might get thin. No, it's still down here, so you can see that is asphalt roof grit, I guess. So, well, I don't feel a lot of that. That just feels like mud, moss, and mud, moss, and muck. So what that tells me is these AM gutter guards do a great job keeping leaves out of the gutters. As you can see, there are 0 leaves in here. My initial goal was to get rid of having to get up to clean leaves out of these gutters. And I had to do that a lot in the fall. So this has drastically reduced my need to get up on the roof to do anything. And based on this buildup, I would say maybe this 1/4 inches of muck. Now that started from nothing. So going from nothing to this, that's only going to accelerate. I think maybe every 2 to 3 years, I would need to get up here, take these off, and clean out the gutters and come back again. Far better than what I had to start out with. But there is one other thing. That muck, this looks like very fertile stuff. So I can only imagine that stuff's going to build up in here, pollen and other things, and things will start growing. That's why after seeing how LeafFilter keeps leaves out, but also keeps the insides clean, I'm seriously considering making the investment and upgrading. But even with just these, I would be happy. But a LeafFilter, this would all be green. There wouldn't be anything down in here. So kind of leaning me in that direction. But overall, I would give this a good A grade. Quite happy with it. Let's see if I can get it up under here. Get it reinstalled. There we go. Pretty simple, and now I'll just screw it back on. Same way I took it off. Just with fingers a bit dirtier. All right, so A-M gutter guards, they do their job. They do their job, catch everything except the smallest of muck, which, as you just saw, will build up over time. And now one thing I will tell you is that there are some leaves that periodically I would come out at different times of the year, and I would see a few of them sticking up, waving in the wind with their stems down in these holes. But apparently they eventually break off and the leaves fly away. And that stem part either biodegrades and becomes that muck or washes away. But I'm a fan. I mean, these have worked well. And for me, I think they're a good stepping stone to make the investment in LeafFilter. So there you go. Comment below with your thoughts on gutter guards, what you just saw on these. And if you followed my roof saga, look for that update coming soon. Let me know. Comment below. Thanks for watching and have a great day.